Hey guys, what's going on? Scott here at the Furry Channel, just coming at you with another video. And today, as always, we're going to open up an action figure. And also, before we open the action figure, we're going to take a look at a few pickups we got. I call them pickups. I guess it's more like mail-ins. But like we've been kind of doing here late, well, I guess we haven't been doing it much lately. I guess it was like 1 or 2 times. We had some comic book pickups, which was kind of interesting because like I've said before, I did collect comic books, and I sold my collection. The collection that I did have, I've been collecting since probably the late 80s, and accumulated it up until I was probably almost 44 or 45. And you know, it was off and on and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, sold the collection. Here we are now picking up a few things. I'm not trying to complete any sets and collecting comics, so I'm just picking up stuff that I remember as a kid and, you know, probably even as an adult, stuff that I really liked. So not really trying to finish any runs or anything like that. So like I said, I don't know where I was going with that. But anyways, let's get into the video and check out the few things that we got. All right, we'll start off with the comic books here, and which was interesting is I stopped at a I forgot the name of the bookstore. It's I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, they had a lot of books, and they were all like $1.50 and $2. So the ones I was looking at. So I've been wanting to get this one again, just to hang on the wall. I just wanting to get it sealed. That's that Young Blood #1. They had a couple of these. There was another one that was $5, and I was like, why? And it had a few different things on the cover, but I didn't really care. I went ahead and picked this one out. The color on that one was good. There was another book I picked up too that they had a couple of copies of. Oh yeah, this one here. Oh, excuse me. Wildcats #1. They had a couple of these, and this one was the least faded. So it needs to be rebagged and boarded, but this one was $2. The Young Blood was $2 also. So I always like that. We got the Jim Lee artwork there, and I think Young Blood was Rob Liefeld, I think. I don't see his signature anywhere on here. I'm looking and looking, and I don't see anything. And Jim Lee, of course, has his signature on there. And then we have, let's see if we got these in any kind of order here. We'll go and start with that one, then that one, then that one. No particular reason. These were just the only ones that they had of these earlier issues. We have X Factor #11, $1.50. I've said it before, but I was an X Factor fan from whenever I was a kid. I tried collecting it. I never like completed the run, but I'd started collecting X Factor back in the 80s. We got number 12 here. All these were $1.50 a piece. And number 14, which I'm hoping I can kind of get into these again, and I kind of want to read them a little bit. Some of them I'm getting just for wall art, and then some of them I'm kind of wanting to go back and read a little bit. It's just been so long, so I thought that'd be kind of cool. Then we'll go on to the other pickups. I guess these are more like mail-ins, I guess you would call them. So let's jump into those real quick and see what we got in the mail today. All right, now, and mail-in wise, it was pretty nice. We got in the Undertaker here. This is the one where I think he's in the Godfather's pants that he wore on this one. So I don't know if we're going to do an unboxing video of that. We might do maybe, I don't know, we'll see. This one for sure I'm going to do a video on. It's Javon Evans. Super good wrestler now. He came out at NXT not too long ago, and just amazing in the ring. Super acrobatic, big tall guy, flipping off the ropes and stuff like that. Pretty amazing. And this one I've been wanting for so long because I had a Booker T. I don't remember which version it was, but like I've said before in the past, I sold my wrestling collection, and we have here Booker T, 5-time WCW champion. I love Booker T. I love Booker T to this day. Anytime I see an interview of him pop up on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, I always listen to it. He just seems like a just super common sense guy. Just seems really fun. Undertaker always has, I think it's Undertaker always has a lot of good stories about Booker T and stuff like that. Anybody that worked with Booker T that you hear do in interviews and stuff, it's just always super positive. So when Booker T first came into the WWE, I'll say that I was a little standoffish because I didn't watch WCW. I knew of WCW, but I didn't know of it. And here this guy comes in and just kind of spouting about he's a 5-time WCW champion, doing the spinning Rooney and all this kind of stuff. At first I wasn't a fan, but then he just, you know, he just kind of gets he sticks to you. He's just one of them kind of characters. He was charismatic, he was funny and all that kind of stuff, and he was good in the ring. So I love having some Booker T. And then we got some Coliseum collections that came in. Coliseum collection that came in. We got Yokozuna and Kane. Kind of a weird combo doing these together. You know, some of the Coliseum collections, they have the 2-packs that come together in the one box. These were separate, so I don't know why they did that, advertising these together, but I have been wanting an Ultimate Kane. I will be doing an unboxing of that at some point. And then Yokozuna. I imagine this is more just like the Ultimate we had before. I did slide this Kane out and kind of looked at it. I didn't take it out of the package. But as usual with Kane, figure-wise, I just feel like they didn't make him big enough. Like, he's a big guy. I just feel like that figure, I'm going to compare it to some other figures whenever I get it out, but definitely going to do one on that. And that's kind of it that came in. We got some other stuff coming in next week. I think on Monday, it's some Marvel Legends, I think Transformers, because we're trying to finish that Bruticus. I don't know if y'all seen the video a while back. I was talking about that with some of the unboxings we did of the Bruticus pieces and all that kind of good stuff. So, but enough with all that. Let's jump into the unboxing that I've been putting off and putting off and putting off. It is the DC Multiverse Supergirl. I've been wanting a Supergirl from the TV show because, like I said before, I think we talked about it, I did like the TV show. I think it did go a little too far in season, so we got a little, you know, we just kind of like the Flash and Arrow. They kind of ran all that stuff a little too long. So, but anyways, let's get into it. All right, and here we are with Supergirl, and I must say, I know I've said it before with some of these boxes, I'm like, I don't keep boxes, but some of them I see, I'm like, oh man, that kind of looks good, I like that. So, box-wise though, on the front, it just says Supergirl Deluxe Theatrical Edition, Theatrical Edition. That's kind of weird because it was a TV show, so I guess maybe it's because of the movie and stuff like that, but it says Supergirl 2015. Nice picture on the back there, nothing much on the side. Pretty much looking at the face though, I'm having a hard time imagining that they got that right. It's a little off. I don't know. I guess maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's the legs throwing me off. I don't know. We'll see when we get it out of the box. I know I've seen a few of the Supergirl from the movie at Walmart. I never picked them up. I haven't seen the movie still. So the only problem with the movie is it's got a lot of like people that just didn't necessarily just hate the movie. There were some people that hated the movie, but even people that are pretty easy on movies and stuff like that, they were just like, it just wasn't that good of a movie. So when it comes out on HBO Max, I'll be watching it. I hate the fact that, you know, I didn't get to support it a little bit, but I mean, if you're going to make a bad movie and put it out, I don't know if we should be supporting it financially, because then they'll just keep on doing stuff like that. But you can't always get it can't always be a banger. So I feel like I'll watch it and I'll think to myself, why were people so like weirded out about this? It isn't that bad, you know. Maybe it will be, I don't know, we'll see. But I still haven't got to see Evil Dead Burn. I definitely want to support that. One good movie I did watch, I don't know if any of y'all have seen it, Obsession. Dude, I really like that movie. I was kind of surprised how much I liked it. It was just, it sucked you in at one. To me, I even just said this to my wife when we were watching it. It was at one point I was watching it, and this is a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear it, just kind of skip ahead about 5-10 seconds or whatever it is. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Spoiler. We were watching it, and I was like, oh, this is just like a romantic kind of weird movie so far. Nothing really super horrific has happened yet. It had been getting weird, but all of a sudden she comes out and just bashes through the window and starts bashing that girl's face into the brick. And I was just like, holy shit, I forgot I'm watching like a horror movie almost. But it was so surprising the way it kind of led up to the really bad stuff that was happening. And it was so surprising. I looked at my wife. I was like, I forgot we were watching a horror movie up until then. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like, it just caught me off guard so much. I was just like, whoa. And it got wild, dude. It was really good. If you haven't seen Obsession, I will say check it out. It's a movie that I would love to try to do a review on and sit down and talk about. But man, I'm just so bad at putting together and talking about and breaking down a movie. At least in my mind, I feel like I'm bad at it. Sometimes I'll try to explain a movie to my wife, and I just feel like I'm just like not making any sense. And maybe I don't make any sense when I'm doing this. Maybe, I don't know. I think that might be true. Sometimes I've gone back and, you know, whenever you make a video and you edit it and all that and put it together and then you put it up on YouTube, I typically will go back and watch it just to make sure that I didn't flub something up too bad. Sometimes there'll be a little flub, and I'm just, whatever, who cares? So, but that is that. I did see that, and I still haven't seen Evil Dead Burn, and that really, really sucks. So, I did see they're doing a possibly Nightmare on Elm Street, so that should be interesting to see who they will come out to play Freddy Krueger. So, way off on action figures as usual. So let's jump into it, pop this open, and just check it out. Let's make this a quick one. All right, guys, and here we are. We got her out of the box, and man, I was like sitting there almost cussing while I was taking the figure out of the box because it had extra twist ties, and then on top of that, the tape they had holding the hands in was just pissing me off because it was like super sticky. So anyways, with the figure though, we get the figure, extra head with no hair, 3 pairs of hands, our usual business here, and then our card. We'll just see what the back of this card says because I'm kind of curious. It is super short. I kind of thought it would be short. Kara Zor-El, Superman's cousin. Kara decides to finally embrace her superhuman abilities and become the hero she was always meant to be. So super short on that. Not a lot of info there. Figure wise though, we got her out. Her dress is not like super hard. It is pretty stuck in place. The cape is wired. And looking at the face, I'm trying to think, is this a good representation of her? Because I'm looking at it, and if you look, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, and I'll try to get up close at some point. It doesn't look like her eyes are that blue in this. They look like they're brown, and on this one they gave her like super blue eyes. Could be wrong on that one. The arms on this one don't look as like lanky as the one that on the Supergirl movie figure. Like I said, the cape is wired, but there's not a whole lot of cape to her, so it's not going to like do too much crazy stuff. The hands, they got the part of the suit is painted onto the hands, so that matches from the show. Kind of goes right through her thumb there. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good. The face sculpt is still a little off to me. I don't know what it is with McFarlane and getting Supergirl's hair right. Even with that one Supergirl, I forget which one it was, but it was, I think it was a Page Puncher one. The hair on that one, if I can find it anywhere, I'll probably try to show it up somewhere. It just, I don't know what it is with that color that they're using on the hair on the female Supergirl figures. I just don't like it. So it's not like one of them deals where I'm like, I'm not gonna. Well, obviously got the figure. So other than that, the suit looks really good. The arms aren't too long and lanky. The legs do look a little funky sometime in pose with the knees bent, and I think her boots look kind of funny. I don't know if they're exactly like matching from what she wore in the show. I guess it makes more sense to not have her in high heels because I don't think she's in high heels in that, which superheroes in high heels to me never made much sense. But having her out of the box, I guess the legs aren't too bad. I guess like a pose like that, it doesn't look too bad. So She's got the ab, or not the ab, but kind of like that abdominal crunch there a little bit with the ball joint, and it looks like somewhat of a ball joint on her waist too there. So she's really stiff. I don't know if she does have it or not. I'm kind of trying to move it. Maybe she doesn't. Let me see. I can't really tell. So can't get too far up with the dress there because it's kind of holding. The dress does not keep her from doing splits too much because it does split there on these areas right there. So I don't know if you can see that there. So that's good. Just no flight stand as usual. I don't know why McFarlane company's being so greedy right now with that. So let's take a look and see how she stands. She didn't get those ugly ass ankles at least. Oh wow, something's making a noise over there. Let's see how she's gonna do. And the figure's pretty light, so I think she's gonna stand pretty easily. The hand wise though, she's got fist, kind of like a trigger hand, which I don't know why she needs that. A pointing finger, which is always good, and a flight hand. We got one flight hand, which is interesting because the hands that come on her are just kind of like, So let's see how this other head does. And the other head, this one, the hair comes off. The head pops right off. And let's see. Oh, it goes in there pretty good. Pretty easily, I'll say. And the other one, I might have, this is the one that's probably going to be on the shelf. I don't know if y'all will be able to see that there, but it's like she's about to light someone up with her heat vision. Ooh, I like that. We might switch it around every now and then, but hey, I don't know, we'll see. I like that, guys. I don't know, what do you think? What do you like, the one with the regular eyes or the one she's ready to power up? So I don't know, guys. What do you think? Did you pick up the Supergirl? Were you a fan of the show, or were you just neither, and so you didn't pick it up either? So, but anyways, that's all, guys. If you could, like and subscribe, and next time we'll try to get into another figure. I know it's been a little hit and miss here lately. It's just the schedule, just craziness of life around here. I just can't really squeeze anything in. Every day I keep saying, I'm just like, I need to sit down and try to get out there and do a little something on YouTube, but life happens, work and craziness, and you're tired and you just don't have the passion for it. So if you don't have the passion for it, I kind of feel like I'm not going to push myself to do it. This is almost one of them I kind of push myself to do it, but it is what it is. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.